in the PC hardware. Just I will tell what we are discuss. Please check it once. Okay, so PC hardware components. So, and in that one we discuss mainly about CPU, how CPUs look like, what are the CPU, their properties, kind of stuff. 32-bit, 64-bit. Okay, heat sink and how to clean up. What is importance of clean up the heat sink kind of stuff, and also heat sink fan, heat sink paste. That means thermal paste it is. And what is the difference between RAM and ROM? What is volatile and non-volatile? About RAM, different models of RAM, how to upgrade or replace the RAM. Okay, so different RAM packages also we discuss. What if it is RAM failure, what will happen possible, and how to clean the RAM. And main, where is the RAM located, like that one, RAM function also we discuss. And also I told north bridge and south bridge. Read-only memory, and what is read-only memory, ROM, and what is BIOS, what is the use of BIOS, and what is meant by BIOS settings. Okay, how to change the BIOS settings, what is boot priority, and what is BIOS battery or a CMOS battery. Okay, it is a lithium battery. Okay, what is use? If you got a CMOS checksum error, so what are the possibility things are there? And next one is about motherboard. So what are the motherboard components, slots, sockets on the motherboard? Okay, back panel of the motherboard. Okay, and then SMPS. What is SMPS? What is use of SMPS? The connectors. What is use of those connectors? Next one is we are going to see about storage devices. Okay, what are the different storage devices we use in the computer, and what is hard disk, what is SSD. So we'll keep going. Okay. So all these things we discuss. PPT, few things are not in the line. Things are in the line. So that's why I am adding all these things. Okay. Correct. So my mistake, sorry. Boot processing. This is boot processing. Operating system. A few things I have added here, that is the main thing here, like this. Guys, in a secondary storage devices, what are the primary storage devices? Anyone? What are the primary storage devices? So today everybody is silent.
RAM and ROM.
Very good. RAM and ROM are a primary storage devices. Shiva. RAM and ROM are primary storage devices. Your secondary storage devices are your hard disk, CD-ROM, floppy disk. Okay, all these things are a secondary storage devices only. Okay, here it is. Main memory. Main memory means RAM. Okay, main memory means RAM. In secondary storage devices, very important secondary storage device is hard disk, because where your mainly operating system and data regularly used. Currently my operating system, current my data, everything is in my hard disk only, not in a CD-ROM or a pen drive. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, in the secondary storage devices,
Sir,
yeah,
excuse me, sir.
tell me.
Sir, what pen drive? What is pen drive? Either secondary storage or a primary?
Secondary storage, very good. Pen drives, external hard disk also comes under secondary storage devices. Very good.
Those which are hard disk type is secondary storage devices.
Secondary storage. You know why? Because of primary storage or a primary memories or a primary storage, RAM and ROM. Without RAM and ROM, system cannot boot.
Okay.
Okay, so post error you will get it. So you cannot even start. Nothing will. Only power supply, only power on it is happened, but nothing is happened to system without RAM and ROM. That's its primary memory. So main, it is given to CPU directly. CPU interact with your RAM and your ROM kind of stuff. Hard disk, CD-ROM, pen drives, these are, without them system will boot it. Operating system may not be loaded, but system main booting is happens. Okay, even you have an hard disk, instructions loaded from RAM to CPU only. Okay, hard disk to IO, IO to RAM, RAM to CPU. So without hard disk or without pen drive, without CD-ROM, without a floppy disk, system will run no post error. So only it is only operating system loading kind of stuff only. So that's it is secondary. Okay. So in a secondary storage devices, you have a magnetic storage and optical storage. No, don't say which are built in. Some people think hard disk is also inside your system, so that's it is a primary. No, it is not like that. Okay. So without RAM and ROM, you can't boot your system. Okay, that's the point. So in a secondary storage also we have a two types, again magnetic and optical type of storage is there. As I said, hard disk is a main vital role in our system. Without a hard disk, so we can't store operating system. We can store it but in a different devices. That is only temporary or maybe in another way. But hard disk is become vital role. Hard disk or SSD nowadays. So I will tell a hard disk and SSDs that part separately, but I will tell from remaining things one point at least. First, floppy disk. Floppy disk is how it is look like.
Sir, but we can increase our storage capacity, our hard disk storage capacity.
Yes, we can add additional hard disk. Depends upon your system capacity. Generally, maximum 4 hard disks we can connect it in a single computer. Normal computer, desktop computers. Guys, this is the floppy disk. You know the different size of floppy disk are there. The most popular commonly used floppy disk is 3.5 inch floppy disk. Okay, 5 by 1/4 inch floppy disk is also there, bigger one. Okay, you know the capacity of 3.5 inch. This is the highest capacity of a both engage. is a 1.44 MB capacity. 1.44 MB capacity. Okay. Nowadays, even you cannot put a one picture. You taken a picture and you want to forward to your WhatsApp, so that's a very small picture, very less quality picture. It may be stored. But in a olden days, people, entire Oxford dictionary, one single Oxford dictionary, entire dictionary, we can store in the floppy disk. But now, not only text, you have a graphical information, symbolic information, so a lot of information is there. So it's not enough space. But even when I was in my diploma, so I carry at least 2, 3 floppy disks in my final year project to store my final year project. 2 floppy disks compulsory I have to store. Why? Because of floppy disk not trustworthy. It may damage anytime. Okay, so I store all my project work into that one. That time the word process and everything is small sizes. Now even an empty file it is also having more data. Okay, 1.44 MB, not GB, MB. Next one is zip drive. Zip drives and floppy disk drives are same formula. In a floppy disk also data stores, this is a floppy disk, but data stores in the inside. In this floppy there is a magnetic disk is there. Why it is not showing? Generally it will shows. Okay. Earlier days people boot their system, means they store operating system in this floppy disk. Not only data, complete operating system, booting the entire system, they do with this floppy disk. Earlier days you want to connect a color monitor. So color monitor also required a what we can say drivers. So they will give you drivers files in the floppy disk. This is empty one. So floppy. So this is see. This the black disk type that contains data. So this stores data inside. So instruction data. This is the floppy disk drive. Okay. Next one is zip drive. Zip drive is also same as floppy disk, but it can store more memory. 100 MB kind of memory it stores. This is the drive where we can insert this floppy kind of zip storage card. Okay. Usually to move the mass storage, like a higher storage data, you want to move from one place to another place. And another one is restoring backup files. Booting system installations time they use this zip drives. Okay. And this tape drives are currently using. Okay. Tape drives. These tape drives are currently using. You can see that this is a magnetic tape, like a cassette. In the olden days, we have a audio cassettes are there for songs we store in that one. It's the same way audio video cassettes are there. Same way it is same magnetic case only. It's a sequential memory, means you cannot access a particular file. Okay, like we are accessing any file you want to access, you can access directly in our computer, right? But this is not like that. It is a sequential memory, one by one you have to access. So mainly used for a backup, cheaper backup solution. It is a cheaper backup solution. Okay, still we are using DAS or DAT. Different sizes, heavy sizes also available. Even you take a cloud, AWS cloud you have taken, in the cloud also you want to go for a backup solutions. So you can get a two options. Cheaper solution is tape drive type of solution it is. Okay, so that is the thing. CC cameras, normally CC cam data Nowadays people start storing into the hard disk, and they'll create like this. Once hard disk is full, like a the last 30 days data will be available, previous 30 days data will be deleted. So they will configure, because you are only one single hard disk. So once it is full, you have to change the hard disk again, you have to pay the amount, right? So what they are using, some organizations will store the CC cam data for very long period of time. So what they will use, they use the DATs, because it's a cheaper. Once cassette is full, the next cassette, and they will store all recordings. Okay, this is magnetic storage type. Hard disk I will tell separately. Next, CD-ROM. Okay, CD-ROM is like a disk. So why it is called a optical? In a magnetic tapes,
So you're not audible. Muted.
Sir, you are not audible.
it went automatically muted. Very good, thank you. Okay. So this is a laser beam. It touches, it send a light. Okay, this will rotate. So the light will touches it, reflected, and there is a reflector will collect the this information, convert into electrical form. Then we will get a outlet. Can you see this one, guys? CD in the bottom there is a pits kind of stuff. In a CD-ROM, there is a density of these bits is lighter compared to DVDs. Okay, if you compare with the CD to DVD, it's very thick density. Size of the CD, DVD, Blu-ray is same, but that bits, the this kind of stuff, it is where actually represented data. Their density is higher in the DVD compared to CD-ROM, very higher in the Blu-ray disc as compared to DVD. Because of that one, so we have a different sizes. CD-ROM generally 700 MB. It's around 600 to 650 MB is suitable data is there. 700 MB, 720 MB in certain textbooks. 80 minutes of audio we can able to hear. That is the correct rating is 80 minutes of audio we can able to store for audio disc. DVD 4.7 GB, 4.7 GB single layer DVD. Double layer DVD generally 8 GB. Certain places they said 8.5. Blu-ray is 25 GB, and double layer Blu-ray is 50 GB. CD-ROM, that time CD is more
Sir,
powerful.
what is the use of Blu-ray?
We can store higher data.
Sir, we are storing data nowadays in using cloud technology.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So why we use this Blu-ray?
Same formula, you can use pendrive to store data, right? You want to carry data from one place to another place, So you are storing in a cloud means how much data we can able to store, how much we can able, compulsory internet is required to store it. Compulsory internet is required to take it, right? That is cloud storage, like a Google
But
Drive,
nowadays
iCloud.
there is no need of Blu Ray Disc.
No, no, I'm telling. Yeah, good. Okay, so for example, you are using a pen drive. Pen drive, different sizes are available: 64 GB, 32 GB pen drive is there. So, for example, last time Charan sir, one of our trainer, asked me about uh, some operating system images and some applications. I have taken external hard disk. I copied to external hard disk because its size is very bigger. So around 60 GB, 70 GB data is. I copied to external hard disk and I connected external hard disk to his system and he copied it. Okay. So of course we don't require a Blu-ray because of not only a cloud storage. Cloud is simple storage, but we can use pen drives to transfer data from one place to another place to store data. I have a 2 TB of hard disk, two terabyte of hard disk, one terabyte of hard disk to store data. I don't use Blu-rays. Why? Because of Blu-ray is a costly. Again, I have to maintain a Blu-ray writer. That is also costly one. Okay. So to transfer a data, also other person also required a Blu-ray disc reader and writer, reader at least. So we don't use the Blu-ray. So that's why Blu-rays are not popular in the market. But this kind of stuff, gaming videos, PS4, PS5, okay, Xbox, okay, this kind of stuff, they use Blu-ray because it's simple to store. So compared to, because it's a read-only type. So once they burn, so no change in it. Okay, that's the point of using a Blu-ray. Like a CD-ROMs we used earlier, because that time CD-ROMs time we don't have a pen drives or external hard disk we don't have. So CD-ROM 700 MB up to 700 MB can store it. To store movies, songs, or our personal data we store into the CD-ROMs only, pictures, because the storage in the laptop now cloud kind of stuff. So we store in a CD-ROMs. Then DVDs came. That time also no pen drive, no external hard disk concept, no clouds concept. So we use a DVDs that time. So almost all DVDs are running. That time pen drives are become popular. Pen drives are very easy to carry. So you don't need to worry about a DVD breaks or kind of stuff. Pen drive simple connect, store the data. You can easily connect it to another USB, can store that, can retrieve it. So we don't require any extra DVD player or a CD player kind of stuff. Okay, CD-ROM or DVD-ROM not required. So next Blu-ray came into market. That time already pen drives, external hard disks had become popular. So then obviously for people not required of Blu-ray. Got it? Of course you're right. We don't require a Blu-ray. Not in the sense of cloud, but we have other solutions, better solution than that one, cheaper solutions than a Blu-ray. But still Blu-ray is also using mainly like PS4, PS5, this cache. It's a heavy gaming data, game that required installation data is higher, high density 4K DVD, 4K type of videos are there. So then choose Blu-ray. Nowadays OTT came. You can watch HD quality, 4K quality videos in OTT form also, right? Earlier days we download movies, we download music files. Okay, so
Hello, sir.
complete computer movie download only. Now not required.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I had joined late. Could you please mark my attendance?
Name,
Okay.
life. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so then other type of storages which we are using now. That is we have to discuss. Okay, to store your operating system or applications or data like a music file, video file, documents kind of stuff, we are storing nowadays into your internal hard disk. See, nowadays we are using SATA type of hard disk. Earlier we are using a PATA type of hard disk. Next, currently we are getting a SSDs. Earlier only SSD name. Now really SSDs are available in market, and cost is very high. Earlier days, now cost is also coming into our hand now. SSDs is a NAND memory type storages. Okay, we have a SATA type of interfaces. M.2 type of SSDs also there. Okay, so you want to store data externally, you have a nowadays pen drives are available, external hard disks are available, SD cards are available. You can store data, any additional data not to store other than operating system or applications. You want to store any regular data, or you want to transfer the data from one place to another place. You can use nowadays pen drives, external hard disk also available now. SD cards, memory cards are available. Okay, so the last one is different. You know, eMMC. This is a storage which well known to everyone, but we don't know the name. That's it. Okay, we don't know the name. Okay, guys, in your mobile phone, they write two things. One is 4 GB RAM, 64 GB ROM, right? That is exactly not a ROM, guys. They just for a throwing something on people, they said ROM. ROM means read-only memory. So how can you store data inside? How can you delete data inside? ROM. So just they are writing like that. So they'll throw something on people. So that's it. Okay. The point is, it's not ROM, guys. 4 GB RAM. Of course, it's RAM memory. 64 GB is the internal storage where the data stores. Mobile don't have SSD. Mobile phone does not have a hard disk. Where data stores in the mobile phone, eMMC. It is a kind of chip. It's look like a small chip type only, which we cannot see if you open like this. It enhanced on a board. Directly it will enhance on a board. It stores data inside. Okay. If you are to buy a laptop, mini laptops, mainly mini laptop kind of stuff. So this is SSD type they are giving. But if you go to mini laptop concept, so in a mini laptop, he given my lines. Very good. You taken a mini laptops, mobile phones, all these things. Their internal memory is there now, so that is eMMC cards only. It occupy very less space. You can see 64 GB eMMC. So Chromebook. Okay, Chrome OS is there, 4 GB RAM. Okay, eMMC, like your mobile phone also having a same storage, eMMC storage. This is eMMC storage plus micro SD card 16 GB, micro SD card also can connect it. Renowned. Okay, these are the different type of storages. Guys, understand? Hmm? Today, everybody
Yes,
is.
sir.
So, what we are left from this one? Okay, hard disk. Currently, we are using hard disk and SSDs. In the hard disk, how it is look like? It is a magnetic media. Can you see this is a disk type? It is called a plotter. It is called a plotter. In this plotter only data stores. In this plotter only data will be stored. Okay. So this plotter will be rotated by using a spindle motor. Inside there is a spindle motor. Okay. So it's called a actuator. This part is actuator. It attached with the actuator arm. It move inside to outside. The tip of the actuator arm having a read and write header. It is also magnetic material. Read and write header is there. Okay. So read and write header. So what it will do, this arm move to inside to outside. So it will read the data from your plotter and write the data into the plotter. Okay, this is how the mechanism. Okay, so backside of this hard disk, this is the inside part. It is one side of layer. This is out other side of layer. It is called a logical board. This board we call it as a logical board. So this board having a two interfaces. Like this is called a SATA interface. This is called a PATA interface. Either SATA or PATA. Okay. So this hard disk, earlier days they use a technology called IDE, Integrated Device Electronics. Integrated Device Electronics. Okay. Integrated Device Electronics. So this IDE technology further developed into ATA, Advanced Technology Attachment, Advanced Technology Attachment. Advanced Technology Attachment. This, in the Advanced Technology Attachment, we have a PATA and SATA. The first one is PATA. First technology which is we use it is PATA, PATA, Parallel Advanced Technology Attachment. It's attachment technology. It's not a hard disk technology. It is attachment technology. Means how you connect hard disk to your motherboard. Okay, so it's a PATA type of interface. It is 40 pin connector, ribbon type of connector is there, which is look like this one. So you see 40 pin connector, 40 pin. Okay, this is power connector, this is data connector. This is called a data cable. One side of the cable go to motherboard, other two are we can connect two hard disks, two CD-ROMs, one hard disk, one CD-ROM. Like that also we can connect it. You can type like a PATA hard disk to motherboard. Okay, so somewhere it will show us how it will be connected. So this is PATA cable. This is called SATA
हाँ
cable. PATA data connector. Yeah, like this. See, this is the hard disk. One side of the cable connected to hard disk, other side of cable is connected to motherboard. Okay, so this is SATA. Next one is SATA, means Serial Advanced Technology Attachment. It's a 7-pin single wire connector. It's not ribbon type, it's single wire only, means we can connect only one device. SATA, two devices we can connect it. Here only one disk device we can able to connect it. So guys, this is the data cable connector. This is power connector. Okay, data cable connector, and this is power connector. So this is the SATA cable. You can see this is the SATA cable. This is little bit different, guys. This is Molex connector used, but generally they use a SATA interface connector, power connector. This is connected one is data connector. Okay, this is SATA. SATA is faster than PATA. SATA is faster than PATA. Nowadays we are using SATA type of hard disk only. SATA type of hard disk, SATA type of CD or DVD ROM only we are using. We are not using PATA type. Okay. So we are all using SATA hard disk. This is how SATA hard disk is connected. Like this. This is power connector, data cable connector. The data cable connected to motherboard. Power connector is connected to from power cable came from SMPS. Okay. So data and power. Data and power. See, one side it is hard disk, another side data cable connected to motherboard. Okay. SMPS to hard disk, SMPS to CD, DVD kind of stuff. Direct power connection is there. Okay, data cable, power connector. Okay, guys, understand SATA PATA how it is look like?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Internally, we have a hard disk. Internally, we have a hard disk, right? You want to buy a hard disk, internal hard disk. Simple. You go to Amazon and type internal hard disk. Then you got some hard disk. You look at okay, it is a very cheaper 3,599, and you purchased it. Later you see, and it's not fit for your laptop. Okay, of course we see the data. It's a 1 terabyte. This is 2 terabyte. Okay, once after purchasing, laptop came into your hand. Sorry, hard disk came into your hand. So it is not suitable for your laptop. So how you understand it is because it is a bigger in size. Guys, 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches hard disk means it is a desktop purpose. For desktop purpose. 3.5 inch hard disk means desktop purpose. You want a laptop purpose, need a 2.5 inches laptop hard disk. So can you see 2.5 inch, 1 terabyte, 2.5 inch hard disk. It is for a laptop purpose. 2.5 inch. Of course, it's given a desktop, but also you can use it for a laptop. 2.5 inches. Okay, compulsory. See the details. That's okay. This is correct 2.5 inches. Earlier it is not correct one. Okay, the physically it is look like a very smaller one. You can understand from it. So 2.5 inches to 3.5. 3.5 inches is a very bigger one, thick and bigger. 2.5 inches means it is a smaller. It's look like this much size. Okay, so 3.5 means desktop purpose, 2.5 means laptops are a mini PC kind of stuff. Small computers or mini computers are there, mini PCs. Okay. Another one is external hard disk. Another one is external hard disk, like this. The external hard disk you can connect and use externally. See, simple USB you can connect 3.5 inches, 3.5 USB 3.5 model. You can use it to better transmission of data. Okay, it's simple to connect. Okay, and you can store the data whenever you want to do. What is the use of this one? So usually you want to store a backup, or you want to store a data which you don't want to store in your system. You have a lot of data, you have downloaded files are there, like movies are there, music files are there, so your documents are there. You don't want to keep it in your laptop currently. So what you do, you can transfer it into the external hard disk. Different sizes available, guys. I have a 320 GB, means lesser also available, but now it is minimum 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 1.5 terabyte to 3 terabyte, 4 terabyte external hard disk also there. Heavy data transmission. I said now I have a something around a 50-60 GB data I transferred. Last time I downloaded VMware related VMware products, that is around a 98 GB, means 100 GB, think like it is 100 GB data. I download into one system, one laptop. So I have to copy into another one. So what I do, I use a external hard disk. Okay, so because external hard disk are 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte sizes. 100 GB means it is very lesser, right? So obviously I transfer the data. So that is about your external hard disk. Guys, understand? Internal hard disk, external hard disk. What is the use of external hard disk? So you are also silent. No one is speaking anything.
No, sir, all clear.
Yes,
Just
sir, we are
thinking about
listening.
how we will prepare all
Yes,
these things
yes,
for
it is generally
interview.
used just for names purpose. Okay. I will tell this one, then we will discuss difference between hard disk and SSD, about SSD and the differences. Okay, then I will give you a small break. Okay, so don't worry. SSD, solid state drive. Now, olden days it is a just a abbreviation. What is SSD? Solid state drive. You got a 2 marks. Now it is not that one. Now it is, you should know about it. There is a NAND memory. NAND memory means your pen drives, memory cards, works based on NAND memory concept. Because hard disk having a plotter. In the plotter, data is stored. To write the data On the plotter, we use a headed, like a read and write header, which is attached to executor arm, attached to executor, which is nothing but a permanent memory. To move the disk, we use a spindle motor. To attach a hard disk, we have a logical board. Through logical board, SATA or PATA connection is there, and there is a power connector also. Okay. So data stores in hard disk, plotter. In these pen drives, memory cards, SSDs, data stores in chips. That's why it is called a NAND memory. NAND memory. Of course, hard disk or SSD, all these are non-volatile memories only. Hard disk, SSD, pen drive, memory cards, external hard disk, these are all non-volatile. What is non-volatile? Even the power is off. Okay, data remains in the drive. And what about SSD, guys? Is compared to hard disk, it's light in weight. It is very easy to carry, easy to transport, less power consumption, less power consumption. Small size is very small, small size. Okay, so you can easily less power consumption, easy to transport, easy to carry, easy lightweight, small in size. And comparatively SATA hard disk, it is very high speed data transmission, read and write data is there. It is suitable for storing operating system and application. Why? Because if you are using SSD, you will get a faster booting, faster operating system loading, faster application access, faster application loading is there. For example, you are using a heavy applications like a gaming kind of applications, or maybe SolidWorks kind of applications, or a CATIA, ProE, MATLAB kind of heavy applications you are using. SSD is much, you feel much difference between normal hard disk to SSD. Okay, it is faster than normal hard disk, SATA hard disk. Okay, but it is not suitable for storing a regular data. Means you have a music files. I have a virtual machine files, so I will show you that one also. Okay, so I have a downloaded operating system application files are there, downloaded files are there. Okay. You take, this is all our virtual machine files, different classes, different things, different virtual machine files. This is a totally downloaded applications, games. Okay, files are there. Only one application. This is a application folder. Oracle application installed here. All remaining are downloaded files, only most of them. Okay, so okay, it is good, but if you observe here, this is 200 GB, this is 500 GB. What is the cost of SSD? Cost of SSD, when you compare between hard disk and SSD, it is huge differences there. Okay, this is laptop hard disk, right? Which is we are open. This is laptop hard disk, 4,599. You take a SSD, take some SSD. Okay, so this is a SATA type of interface SSD, 2.5 inches, 240 GB it is. Take 480. What is a 480? Means half terabyte only, 5,000. After 50% discount, you take around 1 terabyte, 6,000. What is the cost of this one? What is the cost of that one? Okay, that is the point, guys. The cost is different. So that is the point. But for operating system and applications in both the desktops, laptops, and even in a servers, SSDs are better. For storing regular kind of data, better to store in a hard disk because it's considered cheaper. In SSDs also two type interfaces are guys. One is SATA interface SSDs, which is look like this one. So images, SATA type of SSDs we can connect like a SATA hard disk only. So you don't feel much speed of data, but still it is good compared to SSD, SATA hard disk. Okay, so directly we can connect. How you connect a SATA hard disk? The same way SATA interface SSDs we will connect it. Another type is M.2 SSDs. We can connect a M.2 SSDs directly on your motherboard like this. You can connect. This is SSD slot. Directly can connect. Like how you connect a RAM, same way you can able to connect. In certain laptops, we can connect multiple SSDs. Multiple SSDs we can connect it. So when we are buying a laptop, so compulsory check is it having a multiple SSDs or SSD plus hard disk option is there. If not, then go to multiple SSD option is there or not. Okay. So why? Because of it is not enough storage. They are giving 240 GB, 500 GB, maybe not enough. So maybe need a more space. So compulsory take a system with a multiple SSD slots. Okay. So SSDs, M.2 type of SSDs directly we can insert into motherboard. So then data transmission speed is very high compared to SATA interface SSD compared to kind of stuff. Okay, you can see read and write speed. There is a huge difference, almost 4 times difference is there, right? 4 times read and write speed is also difference between this and that. Next one we will see what is GPT, what is partition styles. Okay, different type of partitions, kind of stuff. So now take a break, guys. Come back by 4:30. Okay, have a tea or coffee. Please don't sleep. 4:25, 4:30. Next course. Okay.